bookish friends, welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name is Steph. This is my monthly Patreon voted video in which I do a speed drawing and fan art for a book that I read recently. And this month we're doing it for a manga. It is for something that I actually ended up rating 5 stars. This is Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Generated. It is the Magic the Gathering manga. I love this manga so much. Here's the thing, I'm a really big Magic player. I love Magic the Gathering. I started playing Magic the Gathering in like 2019, took a break. Now I'm mostly play Commander, do drafts, limited, all that stuff. So much fun. So if you are a Magic player, you're going to love this. Think of it like Yu-Gi-Oh, but less supernatural, right? It's like just playing the game, people loving the game, kids playing the game, learning the game. It takes place in like 1998, so 5 years-ish after the start of Magic the Gathering. It's starting to build momentum. Our main characters are Hajime and Emi. Hajime is a filthy Magic player. Hajime is obsessed. He runs a mono black deck. He is just like stomping kids at school, having a grand old time. And he wants to kind of expand his horizon. So he finds a local game shop in his town in which he hears that other people are playing Magic the Gathering. Emi is, I guess, like a childhood rival. She is top in her school, super smart. Everybody loves her. She's pretty, all that like normal anime jazz. So Hajime goes to the shop, and what he finds out is that there is someone there who is just running amok, all win streak, everybody's struggling to beat them. The shop is full of like old sweaty guys, right? As if you are a person who frequents LGSs, you would know that it's usually full of sweaty guys. But Emi is in there kicking ass, little does he know. So he goes in there and she becomes even more of a rival because he has to beat her in order to like feed his little ego. And it's just, their rivalry is a ton of fun. It turns into a friendship. I adore them so much. They are so cute. Oh my god, like my little heart. She runs a mono white deck. What that ultimately ends up meaning for anybody who's not familiar with the game is that Hajime is playing mostly black cards, demons. He has Dark Ritual. He has, think of like Return from the Dead, Reanimation, like dark creatures, right? And she is playing mono white, which means that mono white is mostly like she has angels. It's about making the playing field more level, so like bringing people down to your level or making yourself go up to their level. So white is all about like fairness, and it's really interesting because if you're a fan of the game, the mechanics start to make sense. It gives you information about the cards that they use. Whenever you buy a copy of the manga, it actually comes with a promo card. This one came with a copy of Diabolic Edict, which is a black card that Hajime uses in the manga, which is really cool to me. So like each copy or each volume is going to come with a card that is used in that volume of the manga. I'm obsessed. I love it. So like I have a feeling when they get to book 2, they're probably going to be playing against some blue players, and they're probably, at least Hajime is going to start really learning about counter spells. Something that I found really adorable about this is the nostalgia. The nostalgia for the 90s is so heavy. There's like a point where they're talking about the new Final Fantasy game that came out. Oh, did you play Final Fantasy VII? I'm like, huh? Or I think someone brought up Xenogears. I haven't thought about Xenogears in like 15 years. So I'm a big 90s buff. Also, something that happens is that our characters are so far just, again, using monocolor decks. And they got to a point where they're like, wait, you can do dual color decks? And it's like, oh honey, wait till you eventually find out about 5 color. Oh my god, it's gonna be so much fun. But I think where this is going right now is that there's going to be a tournament in the next book. So I don't know if that means that they're going to go to a draft. I don't know what the tournament is going to look like. Were there even drafts in 1998? I don't even know. What I would really like to see is just our characters building their own community around Magic. My favorite part about Magic is the gathering. It's when you play with your friends. It's the interaction and the group that you play along the way. You got your pod that you play with, and everyone just kind of hangs out together, and it's just a fun time. The amount of interactions in this game is just kind of unlimited, and that's my favorite thing about it. I love interactive decks. Also in the background, something is happening, which was alluded to a little bit in this, but I don't know where it's going. Emi mentioned twice that the world might be ending. I don't know, is it like Y2K? Is that what's happening? I don't know what's happening. What do you mean the world is ending? And then also on the cover, like, I don't know if you could see it from here, there is this like comet that's coming in the background. I thought it was gonna be like an allusion to like red mana, like a firebolt or a lightning strike, or something like that, but I guess maybe not. Sounds like the world is actually ending. I was not expecting that. I actually don't even know that I needed that to be able to read this, but I guess for people who aren't like super into the game, they need a background tension, so there's the plot, I guess. Just watching the two of them open packs and trade cards are so cute. There's actually like a scene where I think, is it Hajime or Emi? One of them opens up a pack and gets a card that at that time was just like not really worth anything, and they trade, and then ultimately what they don't know is that years later down the line that card is going to be worth a lot of money. So if you're in the community, you kind of know these things. There's also, I think in the LGS they see mocks on sale, which if you know anything about them, they are worth thousands of dollars. I went to a game convention last year and there were people selling some mocks cards, and when I tell you, like, some of these cards cost as much as a car, a down payment on a house. It's ridiculous. So seeing all of this in the start, like 20 years ago, all throwbacks, had a great time. Anyway, if you're into card games, I highly recommend this. If you liked Yu-Gi-Oh, please check this out, I guess. To me, it's better than Yu-Gi-Oh, but then again, I have my thoughts about Yu-Gi-Oh. For this artwork, I decided to do our two main characters sitting on a magic card, so just the two of them, and there's a little bit of tension between the two of them, and put the mana symbols on the back that represent the monocolor decks that they played. I love this! I can't wait for the next one. The next one I think comes out in January. I have a Ko-fi page and a Patreon where you can follow me to support my channel and get more content. I post videos whenever I feel like it. Thanks for watching. Bye!
What's the making, Mr. Wonka?